trading is 10% technicals and 90% emotional. Most of the time आपने देखा होगा हमारा analysis एकदम perfect रहता है, but execution, that's where the problem lies. Why does this happen? It's because of our emotions, basically fear and greed. But what exactly is fear and greed? They are nothing but our emotional responses. Now think of this. Agar Amavasya, which is new moon, and Purnima, which is full moon, can impact the tides of a mighty ocean, then why can't the stars and the planets influence the way we think or behave? This is the power of financial astrology. In today's video, we're going to talk about how financial astrology impacts market psychology and trading behavior. So welcome back, guys, to another exciting and insightful episode with me, Asha, on your favorite YouTube channel, Market Wizard, Stock Options and Futures. Watch this video carefully, try to understand the deeper concepts, and if ever you have any doubts, don't hesitate to drop a comment. Let's go deeper. First, let's understand astrological aspects that are likely to impact the market, and then we will dive into the psychology behind the price moves, and I'll also show you the psychology in a pictorial format. That sounds interesting, right? So चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. 17th of May को there is an aspect between Sun and Uranus जो हमने already हमारी YouTube चैनल में कवर किया है with complete backtesting. आज हम लोग फोकस करने वाले हैं about Sun's Ingress, that is its sign change, which is equally significant in financial astrology. समझते हैं पहले about Sun. Sun is a powerful planet when it comes to stock markets. ये मैंने कई बार आपके साथ शेयर किया है whenever we had discussed about the aspects of Sun. Whenever Sun changes its sign, it sort of gets a shift in momentum, often triggering trend reversals or volatility in key sectors. So कब है Sun का राशि परिवर्तन? It's happening on the 20th or the 21st of May. That is tomorrow or day after tomorrow. This date becomes very crucial for all of us as traders and market observers. So let's first backtest a few dates जहां पे Sun ने अपना राशि परिवर्तन किया है, and let's see how the market has reacted. We'll analyze the price behavior around those dates and understand the potential impact इस बार भी. So this is the chart for Nifty. आज बहुत दिनों बाद आप देख सकते हो after a very very long time Nifty ने अपना previous high के ऊपर close नहीं कर पाए. Now let's look at the aspect that we are talking about, or the not the aspect, the Sun Ingress that we are talking about, which is the Sun is moving from one Rashi to another Rashi. तो यहाँ पे मैंने date डाल रखा है. This is the date that I have marked, and this is Sun that is there. आप देख सकते हो, these are the different houses. Now on the 21st, let me go one day prior. You can see how Sun is moving. So from Taurus, Sun is moving to Gemini on the 20th or the 21st of May. That is tomorrow or day after. Now, as we had discussed, this is going to create a trend reversal, high possibility of creating a trend reversal. Why? We will discuss that in a while. Now, let's look at some of the, reversals that had happened, or some of the trend reversals that had happened in the earlier months. So आप देख सकते हो. So now the Sun is in Taurus, right? So from Taurus, Sun was moving to Gemini. Previous instance अगर हमें check करना है, so we'll have to see the date when Sun moved from Aries to Taurus. So let's move and figure out when did Sun move from Aries to Taurus. So around again the 20th of April, this particular ingress happened. So let's move on and look at the charts. What happened on 20th of April 2025? So plus or minus 1 day is something that you will have to always keep track on. So ये था आपका 20th of April. आप देख सकते हो 20th and 21st market थोड़ा सा, 21st and 22nd. अगर हम यहाँ देखें 20th is when this happened. Now 21st is when the move into Taurus happens. So 21st and 20th is what you have to watch out for. आप देख सकते हो this high and low becomes very important of 21st. उसके बाद market ने आपको एक one sided move दिया. So एज आई ऑलवेज से, जब भी कोई एस्पेक्ट होता है आपको हाई एंड लो मार्क करना है आपके टेक्निकल एनालिसिस के हिसाब से, आपकी स्टडी के हिसाब से आपको वहां पे एक ट्रेड लेना है. सो इन दिस केस इट द ब्रेकआउट हैपेंड ऑन द हायर साइड. हाई एंड लो आपने मार्क किया, ब्रेकआउट हैपेंड ऑन द हायर साइड, वहां से मार्केट ने एक मोमेंटम अपवर्ड देखा. नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन. उसके पहले कब हुआ है, लेट्स सी दैट. Yes. So again, 21st of March 2025. So 21st, 21st, 22nd के आसपास, plus or minus 1 day is what we always consider. So let's look at a March के आसपास क्या हुआ है. Again, same thing. March, we got a consolidation kind of a thing here. 21st March, ये high breach किया, market went up. Again, this जो हाई एंड लो, दिस बिकम्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दी, जैसे मैं हर वीडियो में आपको सिखाने की कोशिश करती हूँ कि द हाई एंड लो बिकम्स मेजर सपोर्ट्स एंड रेसिस्टेंसेस. तो जैसे आप देख सकते हो, दिस लो ब्रीच एंड यू सॉ दिस dip that happened in the market. So this is very very important for you to take note of. आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's look at again what happened when sun moved. Let's look at 21st of so that again 19th के आसपास का हुआ है. So let's look at 19th of February क्या हुआ है. 19th of February again आप देख सकते हो, there is this entire range got broken and you saw a trend continuation that happened in that direction. So जब भी ये सन का राशि परिवर्तन होता है, so you can see major tops and bottoms or you can also see a trend continuation that's happening in the market. So ये हमने बैक टेस्ट किया है as we always do. तो अगर आपने ये वीडियोस नहीं देखा है where we have talked about Sun and Uranus conjunction, do go and watch that out because that just happened and उसका भी एक complete back test हमने आपके साथ शेयर किया है. So this is where we are expecting, that is tomorrow, day after is where we are expecting that could be a trend reversal that's going to happen in the market because of this ingress that we just saw in sun. अभी आगे बढ़ते हैं. this मैंने आपके साथ शेयर किया था, I also shared with you that we will also look at the along with the back test, we'll also look at certain psychological factors. So now coming to psychology of the markets. So there's this timeless quote that you need to remember which says, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. This is the quote by Warren Buffett, which is very, very, it's something that gives you a very good analysis about the market. Now this is especially relevant also around the astrological aspects जो हमने अभी discuss किया था and technical observations भी जो हम अभी discuss करने वाले हैं. So when there are a major astrological events or there are going to be technical setups that occur in the market, तब आपका market का sentiment वो आपके लिए बहुत important हो जाता है. तो when you pair astrology with these market sentiments, आपका एक strong understanding बन जाता है about the market and that is where your edge lies. चलिए, so let's move on and let me show you, something that I really want to show you about, the market sentiment. So let me quickly share my screen and share that with you. So this is something that is called the market mood index. This talks to you about fear and greed that is there in the market. ये daily का time frame मैंने यहाँ पे set किया है. You can see right now the market is in extreme, not extreme as yet, but market is in greed. So what was that quote that we discussed? When everyone is greedy, that is the time you should be fearful. Now let's look at past data. वो भी देख लेते हैं. Past, analysis. Let's look at that also. So you can see here, this was when there was extreme fear in the market. See here, extreme fear around the time of, 12th March, right? 17th March. उसके आसपास there was extreme fear. 4th April, there was extreme fear. That is where you can see that the market bottomed out. देखिए यहाँ पे 4th April के आसपास, that's where the market bottomed out. So when there is extreme fear, you have to be greedy. So here वहां से market ने almost एक बहुत बढ़िया सा rally आपको देखने को मिला. So you can just go through this, freed and fear and greed index. It's called the market mood. आपको कहीं पे भी गूगल करोगे आपको मिल जाएगा. So you can see here that whenever there is extreme greed, market tends to correct. Whenever there is extreme fear, market tends to come back, right? Market tends to bounce back. So this is something that is the psychology of the market. तो आप देख सकते हो कि हम जो अभी एस्ट्रोलॉजिकल फैक्टर्स के बारे में डिस्कस किया, साइकोलॉजी ऑल्सो टेल्स यू दैट द मार्केट में एक एक्सट्रीम ग्रीड अभी और ग्रीड इज नाउ सेटिंग इन. इसके साथ साथ मैं हमेशा आपको बोलती हूँ कि मार्केट्स के टॉप्स एंड बॉटम्स भले आपको प्रेडिक्ट आप ना कर पाए, बट दैट देर आर सर्टन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर्स दैट यू कैन ऑलवेज वॉच आउट फॉर, विच इज द बॉन्ड इंडेक्स. नाउ इसके ऊपर मैं एक डिटेल्ड वीडियो अलग से बनाऊंगी ताकि मैं आपको ये इन डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन करूं. तो वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दिस मल्टीपल टाइम्स इन रील्स, बट मैंने इसके ऊपर अलग से एक वीडियो अभी तक नहीं बनाया है. सो दिस इज द यूएस ट्रेशरी बॉन्ड यील्ड्स जो आपको ट्रैक करना चाहिए. दैट इज द 20 years, 10 years, 30 years. There's also something that is called as the bond spread जो होता है. We'll come to all that in a different video, but right now आप देख सकते हो when the bond yields are going to be rising, it's going to be negative for the equity markets. और आप देख सकते हो 10 year के बॉन्ड यील्ड्स जो है इट्स एट 4.5. अगर ये अराउंड 5 के ऊपर अगर चला जाता है, दैट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी वेरी गुड फॉर इंडियन इक्विटी मार्केट्स. सो दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू हैव टू कीप वॉच ऑन. आपको कॉन्स्टेंटली यूएस बॉन्ड इंडेक्स आपके रडार में होना चाहिए. दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू नीड टू कीप वॉच ऑन. सो राइट नाउ द बॉन्ड 10 year बॉन्ड यील्ड्स आर राइजिंग. along with that मार्केट एक रेसिस्टेंस पे है जब तक ये जो हाई है इसके ऊपर नहीं जाए. दैट इज 25,116. दिस इज द second day where we have not taken out this high. So 2 consecutive days is important. Second day that we have not taken out the high. Now लो भी तो ब्रीच होना important है. Right now previous day के लो के नीचे हमने क्लोज किया है. Let's see where we open tomorrow, how we trade tomorrow. But ये सारी चीजें आपके लिए एक इंडिकेशन दे रहा है that there can be a possibility of a reversal that may happen in the market. Having said that, I want to make something very, very clear. When I say that I am bearish in the market or I am bullish in the market, I obviously will look at data before I take my trade. अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ कि मैं आज आपको डेटा के बेसिस पे बता रही हूँ कि I find the market to be bearish, but कल को अगर समझ लीजिए मार्केट ने ये टॉप रीच किया तो आई विल गो बुलिश इन द मार्केट. सो आपको आपकी एनालिसिस और स्टडी करना बहुत जरूरी है. आंखें बंद करके कोई भी ट्रेड्स आप लेना नहीं. मैंने बोला करके बिल्कुल मत लीजिएगा. यू हैव टू डू योर स्टडी. इट्स योर मनी, योर एनालिसिस एंड your funds that are going to be deployed. So you should do your analysis before you take any trades in the market. So I've just given you an overview. What is astrology talking about? What are the technicals talking about? And how am I interpreting all this put together? So mere hisab se it is now time for you to be highly cautious, right? Chaliye. Now, one more thing, don't miss our next video where we're going to discuss about major astrological aspects that's going to impact Bank Nifty. बहुत सारे aspects हैं जो Bank Nifty के form होने वाले in the next week, which is very, very important for Bank Nifty. There are some powerful setups that are forming. So if you're trading Bank Nifty, वो video आपके लिए बहुत important रहेगा. So hit the bell icon, guys, subscribe, and don't miss it. See you soon in the next video. Till then, take care and happy trading.